Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I got that wrong way around, didn't I? Try again. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, wherever you all may be. Welcome to Scalemodeling Live. And how is everybody? How are we all? Gosh, there's a few people in chat. There's quite a few people in chat. How are we? All good? Very good. Let me have a quick sip of my coffee before I forget about it and it goes cold. All right. Fantastic. People streaming in. Holy cow, just doubled. How are you? All good? Looks like my clickbait worked. You're all expecting Nigel, weren't you? Haha, joke. Just a joke. Nah, it's all good. Nigel will be on a little bit after, okay? He'll be on shortly. But yeah, wouldn't that be a terrible thing to do? Yes, Nigel is on his way, okay? So until then, let's have a quick rundown through chat and see what's happening. So first of all, Daniel Britton was in first over an hour ago. How are you, buddy? Welcome. Wendy Hickson's there. She was. I think she might be back now. That was about an hour ago also. How are you, Wendy? Thank you for coming in. My moderator, Jeff, is there. I may have to recruit another moderator soon. I might put up the employment details for the moderator position, and we may have to get a second one as the numbers are growing in chat week by week. So don't want to put too much pressure on Jeff. He does a great job there. He hasn't had to enact on his powers very often, so that's a good thing. All right. Lee's there. Hello, Lee. Welcome, mate. Welcome again. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Just give me a quick sound check. Is everything okay? My audio okay and video all good? Don't mind this. I mean everything else. Just give us a thumbs up in chat and give us a thumbs up anyway. Thanks, guys. We've just started. You can change your mind later and hit that thumbs down twice if you want. All right. Hobby Time's there. How are you, buddy? Welcome, mate. Welcome. Alan is there. Hello, Alan. I hope you enjoyed your month in New York City. Fantastic. How's the weather over there now? Is it getting a bit warmer? Yeah, so I'm glad you're back and glad you had a great time. Excellent. We got Dave there from World War II Scale Models. Hello, buddy. Welcome, mate. Very welcome. Gary's there saying hello to me and everyone in chat. Good on you, mate. Down the list, we got Tristron. That's a tongue twister. How are you? Welcome. To boldly go model works, of course, James. How are you, buddy? Welcome. Welcome, mate. What else we got? Who else we got? John Alec is there. Hello, buddy. Hello, welcome, mate. Fantastic. Glad you could be here, mate. Good. Who else we got? Looking down the list, there's a lot of people popping in. Paul Price is there. Good morning to you. I heard rain last night. Was there a bit of rain last night, Paul? Haven't checked the weather for today. I don't know what it's going to be. Yeah, I haven't got much to do today. Lunchtime, I need to go back to the doctor. I've got so many doctor visits and give a urine sample. My kidney stone update is not only did my specialist talk to me about my kidney stone, but he gave me the news that he found a second kidney stone. So my other kidney has a kidney stone of the same size in it. So I'm booked. He's put me through into the local hospital, and that's all been fast-tracked, and they're going to remove both the kidney stones in one go, which is great because in the future that kidney stone is going to come out the same way as the other one is trying to, but hasn't yet. And I'm going to go through some terrible pain, which I don't want to. And yeah, so actually I had the appointment. The hospital rang me yesterday morning, and I'm booked in for the 20th of this month, which is on my day off, which works out well on a Friday. And yeah, they're the ones who want the sample that I've got to go get today. So I'm going to get all this fixed up. So the bad news was the second kidney stone. But the good news was I had a blood test done. I had a full spectrum blood test done. And it turns out my doctor turns around and says to me, well, you should stay on your current diet and continue with your exercise routine, because this should be framed and put up on a wall, because it is spot on. Everything is fine. Your cholesterol, your chances of kidney problem failure or anything, the whole spectrum of blood test come out perfect. How good is that? I'm so happy about that. And I had to laugh to my doctor. I said to her, you know what? I don't do any exercise. I sit on my ass and drive a truck every day. I don't do any exercise whatsoever. And I eat crap and drink crap. And I have the worst diet. And guess what? I can keep doing it. So it's all good. So anyway, yeah. So all I got to do now is last till the 20th without the kidney stone deciding to move again, and get through. If I end up in pain and on the ground suffering and whatever, wherever I am in the truck, I just got to get to a hospital and they will start the emergency procedure straight away. So not bad here in Australia for the healthcare. And all of this surgery, the right through the whole lot, cost me nothing. And I don't have any private health cover, so that's just in the public system. Most of this was fast-tracked because I'm going over to Thailand to live next year. My doctor said, you know, that second kidney stone, we don't want that causing you problems in another country, so let's sort it out here. So it's all good. Anyway, that's my health issues. What else? We're going down. We're going to see who I missed. Have I missed anyone? Let's go back onto the list. We said hello to John, Gary there. Yes. I'm sorry if I missed anyone. Tron's there. Hello, Tron. Welcome, mate. Welcome. Dominic's there. G'day, Dom. Hello from Germany is Charles. Excuse me, Charles Parker. Welcome, mate. Welcome to here. For those who have come in a little bit later, Nigel will be joining us shortly, so stick around. He'll be in shortly. Who else we got? Going down the list. Mr. Golden V, hello. Welcome, mate. Welcome. That's good. Welcome. And I think I've caught up. Everybody's saying hello to each other. That's great. All right. So 31, 33. Oh, it's jumping up. G'day. If you're in chat, if you've popped in and you haven't said hello, say hello. Hello, Dan. I see your name popping in there. Saying hello to all the fellas, fellettes, and whatever. That's right. We've got to include everybody. Welcome. So, yes. Gary's there. I said hello to. Yes. Yes. Good. What else we got? Just checking my phone because I'm hearing notifications going on. I've got to keep an eye out for Mr. Nigel, who'll be in shortly. Right. What else? What else am I going to talk about? Oh, let's talk about my little update on my Jim Tribute Bofors truck and 40mm gun. You're going to love this, Jeff. Wait till you see this. All right. Oh, he's sort of seen this. So this is where I'm at so far. Look at that. Look at that. Hey? No. Oh, no. Two things. The bonnet. Okay. So unfortunately for me, when I put the clear coat, I did a flat clear coat over it. I forgot that I haven't glued the bonnet on. And while I was holding it, I turned it upside down to do the underside. The bonnet fell off onto the ground, and I was outside on my balcony with a rattle can of Tamiya flat clear, and it landed on the ground. And, well, let's just say the weathering has begun. Yeah, and that's probably sand when I shook my towel out there the other day when I came back from the beach. So it's authentic. That's one thing. The other problem was I completely forgot the glass in the windscreens. Look, I clear coat over the glass in the windscreens. So if anyone in chat can help me out, how can I clear that? Is it possible that I could get that glass see-throughable again, I'm thinking of maybe using some debonder with a cotton bud and see if that would at least clear part of it. I can have it looking dirty, that's fine. But if I can show the area clear where the wiper blades go, that would be good. But yeah, any tips on getting that clear coat off? Other than that, look at that. It's coming up all right, eh? Considering all the problems. That's it, pretty much finished other than the weathering part. And I am really going to weather this quite a lot. Well, especially now that I've got to have to sprinkle sand all over it. But yeah, it went together well. Well, it didn't go together well. Ask my guest, says James. Yes, I will. I will. He'll know, won't he? Nigel knows. Yeah, it looks like I've had like a flock of seagulls flying across and just shit on the bonnet. But like I said, the bonnet comes off because I'm thinking of propping it open because I spent a lot of time detailing in there, doing the engine and so forth. So, but yeah, well, we're going to discuss instructions in this video. And I think, yeah, they've got a lot to answer to when it comes to Hobby Boss instructions as far as this kit is concerned. Wow. As Jeff knows, as Jason Model Kit Stuff knows, as Nigel knows, yes, interesting instructions. We'll have a look at them when Nigel's on. Hello, Rob. How are you? Fold down the windscreen. Stick a tarp or camo net over it. Yeah, that's true. I could do that. Yeah. I'm not doing a full diorama, but yeah. But I'm sure there's a way I can get it off. A buffing stick, Pete. Paul says a buffing stick. Yeah, but how am I going to do that without scratching? I don't know. We'll figure it out, eh? What else? Who else is in? Have I missed anybody? No? Good. I'm just keeping an eye on the chat there. But yeah, so if you looked at it closely, like it's definitely not show quality. Yeah, if you looked at this thing up close, there were some fitting issues. Let's just say that, yeah. I'd say that it's probably taken a hit on the side because the rear fender is a little bit crooked. That whole back, these two halves of the rear connect together. They don't go together too well. And there are absolutely no location points for putting the cab down and the two sections on the rear on the back. There's nothing on the chassis rail for locating points. It really makes building this quite difficult. Yeah. But yeah, it's come up. I think Jim would be proud. Of it. What else we got? Harry suggested remove one's window and replace with a bit of clear acetate. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, I could take the windows off and replace them with that. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, that's what weathering is about, isn't it? Hide your mistakes. Oh, that's not good. All right. So, Scale Model Ninja's there. Hello, buddy. Welcome. Thanks for joining, mate. Tron is suggesting take some clear plastic sprue. Yeah. Clear coat it. Right. Perform experiments on the test sprue. Yeah. Yeah, you're good. You're right. Yeah. I don't want to melt the windscreen, Well, I could just take it out, couldn't I? I could just take the windscreen out completely, Just pretend it's there. It's really clear windscreen. Look at that. But I'll tell you something, though. I'll show you the box art, right? Let me grab this. Look, if if I wanted to get it to look like the box art, I think I've done a good job. Look at that. Hey, I think I got it pretty close to that. Anyway, so much for that. Right, who else has come in? Anyone else saying morning? Everyone saying hello to Ross? Rims there. Hello, Rims. Hey, welcome, buddy. Welcome. Scale Model Ninja. Just about to head out and pick brother up from the train station. All right, good on you, mate. Aren't you a good brother? Good on you. All right, what else we got? Oh, the box. Who wants to see what's in the box? If you follow me on Facebook, which you can, by the way, you just go down into about me on the YouTube channel page, and you'll see there's a link to my Facebook. I threw a picture up there of a pretty big box that got delivered yesterday. Well, actually, it didn't get delivered. I had to pick it up. All my mail goes to the local post office. But this one was a bit bigger than I expected. I rode down there. I don't have a car. I rode down on my Suzuki, and I had to somehow carry this massive box on my bike. So, yeah, I did. I was pretty much leaning back, holding it against my back as I rode along. Anyway, Hans is there. Hello, Han. Welcome, mate. Welcome. How are you? Good to have you. 40 watching now. Oh, I think I've broken a record there for sure. Yep, definitely. All right, that's great. So let's have a look at the box. All right. Well, let's have a look what was in the box because I already opened it up. I could show you the empty. No, we don't want to see the empty box. All right, it's just here. It's the elephant in the room. Is that what they call it? Even though you can't see it. This is heavy. Okay. Here we go. Look at that. There we go. What do you think of that? That's a London bus. Hey, that's not just any London bus though. This one came out last year, a limited edition, premium edition. And it comes with a lot of photo etch. And it's going to be amazing. This, if you watched my Queen Mary 2 build, it was also Revell limited premium edition with all the photo etch. This is along the same lines. Of course, not being a ship, this one's a bus. So what do you think of that? I haven't, yeah, it's level 5, 124 scale. There's 708 parts. That I don't think that includes the photo etch. 38 centimeters long. It's probably almost as high. And it looks amazing. We can have a look at some of the art on the side here. Oh, there we go. It's 3 kilos the box weighs. So you can see all the detail for the rear stairs, all the photo etch that's going to go on. This is going to look amazing. And as far as I can tell, nobody has built this on YouTube. Not this premium edition anyway. All right. It also includes the a wood floor, like you would get like a wood deck in aftermarket on a ship, but it has the floor goes down, and there's some brass parts as well, like the poles and stuff you hang on to. And I was amazed because Jason on Model Kit Stuff, the day I ordered this, he just happened to put up a video where he did a video of the London Transport Museum, or British Transport Museum, and on his walk through there was these buses. Fantastic. And I'm like, wow, thanks for the reference video and photos. But there it is. This is my next build. I'm going to start on this on the weekend. I'll do a review and unboxing, and then we'll go through. I think there's something like 20 sprues in there. Yeah. Now I know it comes with all the extra photo etch and that. I am thinking about doing some lighting in it. I would maybe just do maybe the headlights and some lights inside. And I'm also thinking about finding some passengers of that scale that I can have sitting in there. And a few other little modifications. But we actually have a London bus here in Sydney that goes around doing those tours, jump on, jump off buses. And you can go, and because what I need, and maybe I was going to ask Nigel, but one of you guys might in the UK, if you happen to have one of these buses come by, can you just grab a piece of paint off it for me? Because I need a sample of the paint to give to my mate Jason up there at Outlaw Paint so he can make me up some accurate red. So, yeah. But no, what I'll do is I'll go into Sydney and have a look at our bus in there that people get and just take photos and have a look. I mean, it's probably a more modern one, but it'd be fairly similar. I've been on these buses. I think I went on the buses. I definitely went on a bus in London on one of these. And I've also been on one of these they have in Paris, hop on, hop off bus, double decker. The good thing about this is the top comes off. So this middle section here, the roof, you can lift that off and you can see all inside. All the seats, there's like 38 seats, I think, in there. So, yeah, amazing. Hello, Lucas. Hey, welcome, mate. Long time no see. I don't think I've seen you in for a bit. How are you, mate? Welcome here. Anybody else I've missed? Housy's there. Hello, Housies. Housey, welcome. I think I said hello to Harry, didn't I? If I didn't, I'll say it again. Yeah, it is a really nice, amazing that thing's going to be. Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to it. Randy's there. Hello, Randy. Welcome. So, yeah, 45 watching. Holy cow. Excellent, guys. Thank you. Welcome. For those who come in late, the Nigel announcement on my title page, it was just clickbait. I was just joking around. I'm not having Nigel in here. I just want to get you all, guys. No, I'm just joking. Nigel is on his way. Okay. He'll be in fairly shortly. Okay. It's all good. All right. Yeah. So that's going on the bench. So like I said, I'll do an unboxing. I haven't literally opened that box at all, looked inside at all. So it's going to be fantastic. Who else we got? What's this? Yeah, wasn't here for a long time. Other hobbies get their places in summer period. Fair enough. That's cool. What else we got? A sip of coffee before it gets colder. Brilliant. Okay. What else can I mention before we have a guest show up? Randy's saying, Alan, I remember being able to smoke on planes. So do I. Yeah, I flew on Olympic Airlines, where as long as you went down the back, you could sit down the back and smoke. God, you could smoke everywhere, couldn't you? Anyone here old enough to remember being able to smoke at the back on the upper level of those? Yeah. I need, well, then if I have to set it for a certain time period, I guess I could have someone in a top hat with a cigar sitting in there. I'll find some passengers around that scale. I'm sure I will be able to. Yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult to find. I'm just looking down the list here. Where are we? There's Agora models have a big model that came out in 2021 of this bus that was really, really nice. But it's all metal and it comes in packs and you put it together eventually. This originally came out in 2011. And then 10 years later, they brought out, I think that's right. Is that what I wrote down here? Yeah. and then they brought out the new one, which is the new box, the new parts with the photo etch. I think the instructions of this, no, the actual instructions are dated 2022, so that's good. I was going to ask about that. It was interesting. I was going to ask Nigel because they're made by Revell, which is German, right? But the instructions were printed in Poland last year. So, yeah, I guess maybe paper's cheaper there or ink. Not sure. Steve L's there. Hello, welcome, mate. You remember smoking in planes? Yep. God, I remember smoking at work. I used to work in a supermarket. In the staff room, there's an ashtray in there. God, I used to smoke a packet a day. Could you imagine that now? I don't know what it cost you in the UK in British pounds, but I think I called in and asked a few months ago just how much a packet of. I smoked Benson and Hedges, pack of 25s. They're like $60 Australian, right? $60. I mean, you can pretty much British pounds. It's probably double. We're talking like over £100 for one pack of cigarettes. Wow. Anyway, God, I'm glad I quit that probably 10 years ago, possibly a little bit more. What else have we got? Anyone else I'm missing? Dave's, yes, we spent Dave. London buses use Pantone 485C red. Okay, the hexagonal number, color code, that's it. All right, is a shade of red. The RGB color, oh mate, that's brilliant. I'm just going to copy paste what you just said. I'm going to put that up. There it is. That's all Jason's going to need to mix that for me, I'm sure, because I need to get that color right. A lot of people paint these just Tamiya red X7, I think it is, and that's, that's not right. But yeah, that's great to know. Thanks, mate. Yeah, that will save anybody. Don't bother getting me a chip of a bus paint sample. Okay, we'll be right now. And Revell have some of their kits made in Poland. Okay, I guess it's wherever it's cheaper. And what's this? Gaffer smokes, £11.50 for what the gaffer smokes. Yeah, okay. That's crazy. Hello, Jason's there. Hello, mate. Welcome. I just mentioned you. Oh, about look, I'll show it to you. And for those who are just arriving in late again, yes, Nigel is on his way. Okay, he'll be in shortly. There's where I'm at, Jace. The bonnet, I dropped it while I painted the clear cut. I forgot it wasn't glued on and it fell on the ground. It's got sand on it now, real sand. So the weathering process has begun. And my windows, yeah, I gotta clean them up. I accidentally, yeah, don't clear coat a model with glass in plastic, clear plastic. I should have known that. I just too late. Anyway, it's a foggy day. It's a foggy day wherever they go looking through that. Anyway, yours is coming on really well. I saw your update come up. I haven't watched it all. I saw your other what was that plane, the Gotha, that's how you say it? Yeah. Oh, fantastic. When you brought that out on your live stream, fantastic, mate. Really good. The Wingnut Wings Gotha, which Nigel just put up an unboxing and review of a few hours ago. So that's definitely worth checking out as well. But yeah, it's looking okay. It's looking okay. Where are we? I'm trying to keep up with the chat. It is impossible with so many. Everyone say hello to Jace because we all know Jace. That's good. And hello, plastic. Is plastic? Oh, hi, Plastic. Did I see Paul come in? Did he? Yes, he is. Oh, hello. Paul's there. You're on the road, can't type. I know the feeling. Understood. No problem, mate. Welcome. I'm glad you could call in. Um, we've got Nigel's great, but we're here for you, man. Oh, of course. Hindergallo Dalgo House. Hello, welcome. Yes, welcome aboard. Thank you. And I was just going to mention it when Nigel gets in here. I was just going to say, when he comes in, I'll say, look, everybody, we need to go over and help Nigel. Everybody needs to go over there, subscribe to Nigel's modeling bench, because he is less than 200 off 25,000 subscribers. So he needs all your help he can get. Anyway, he's probably watching this. Who knows? He may be watching this, although I haven't seen him jump up in chat yet. We got 45 in chat. Thanks, guys. Don't forget the thumbs up. Would be great too. Very much appreciated. Quite a few joining in now. I know it's an hour later. We got Captain Charlemagne Models. Hello, welcome, mate. Welcome to you. We got the bald old fart. How are you? G'day all. How they hanging? All hanging good here. Fantastic. Welcome, mate. Welcome. Oh, creative names. Yeah, so for those who came in, there's my next build. Okay, there it is. Boom, the London Bus Limited Edition, Premium Edition. Ta-da! Now, I know I said I was going to build another Formula One car like that one, but I just couldn't resist when I saw this. Yeah, and I'll tell you another story. This London bus, I saw it on one of our bigger websites in Australia is B&A, for the amount of product they have. And on B&A, they had that model for 300, I think it was about 360 Australian dollars. So I went and checked another one called Metro Hobbies in Melbourne, which I also buy stuff from. Roughly the same price. So that's the average price, about 350, 360. Then I went to Frontline Models, which are in New South Wales, just north of Sydney. I looked in there and it was $220. And I thought, oh, they must have made a mistake. They've listed the one that isn't the premium edition with all the photo etch. They must have put the photo of the other model up. So I went in there. So I thought, I'll just double check. So I rang them, and the young guy said, oh, the boss ain't here at the moment, but I'll check for you. And he checked the price and he goes, you know what we paid for that model to come into the shop, we actually should be charging a lot more. He said, I might even buy one myself, but I think that is the right price. I said, right. So straight away into my cart, I bought it and I saved nearly $150. Fantastic. Anyway, I see somebody down below that looks familiar. So everybody hide before he comes in. All right. Remember what I said? All right. Okay. Here he comes.
Hello.
Welcome, mate.
What's going on?
Oh, mate, we're just having a big chinwag here of everybody chatting away.
I thought this show was supposed to start at 9 p.m.
Well, it's starting an hour later, isn't it?
No, it's an hour earlier, mate.
It's an hour earlier.
Did you start 35 minutes ago?
Oh.
Yes, you did. It's an hour earlier. Oh, no.
But my clock went forward. This always confuses me every year.
Yeah. I should have picked up on this. It's 7:35 in the UK. So I told everybody to come on at 9 p.m. It's actually 7 p.m.
That's okay. That's good. We're on no time limit on this one, so
wow.
But that's funny. I thought, oh well, okay, no problem. I'll remember that next time.
I was just sat here watching a video, and I actually just looked across and I thought, oh, hour and a half to go now, and I just clicked from a video and it came up on the side, Peter's Scalemodeling live. I thought, what's going on? So yeah, to all those that missed me,
Yeah, I
sorry,
followed them all the way
but
through.
it's his fault. That bloke
Yeah,
there.
yeah. No, the whole thing was just clickbait. I was going to go off before you came on anyway. I was going to, oh, he's here, right, time to go. Yeah. No, that's good. No, well, I'm glad I didn't have to wait longer for you, because I would have thought, oh, something's wrong.
Oh, this suits me because I've had some really, really good news today, and I want to celebrate. So the earlier I can get out, the better. So
right. Okay.
I don't mean like I want to go in 10 minutes, but the fact that we've started an hour earlier means we'll finish an hour earlier. So it won't be 11 o'clock, it'll be 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Which is great.
Yeah. Well, I was just telling everybody in the chat that we all need to subscribe to your channel if anybody isn't, because you're nearing close to 25,000 subscribers. You've only got less than 200 to go. So you need all the help you can get. So get in there and subscribe.
I think everybody in here probably has already subscribed to me.
I think so too,
what I want to see, Peter, I want to see you get 100 people watching. 53 now.
We've broken the record already, so I'm pretty impressed in saying 53.
Yeah.
So
you deserve more than that, mate.
That's great. Yeah. So there's a few new faces and new names in there. There's a Jeff 0000 there saying hello, and
hi Jeff.
Probably coming from your channel. Hello, I can hear them. They're barking in the background. It's good. Yeah, so I was just showing off what's in my box that I posted on Facebook of my next build. Look at that, mate.
Oh, Blend, I've got that kit.
You got the
Isn't that a premium edition?
Yes, this came out last year.
So what does it come with then?
Well, it's got a wooden floor and tons of photo etch and brass parts.
Wow, I didn't know there were any aftermarket available for that one.
Yeah, so pretty impressive stuff, this one. You can see all the stairs in the back, and all
it's a beautiful kit.
All for the engine parts and stuff.
There's two engines in there, Peter.
Yes.
You got the Leyland and the Scania, so you have to decide if you want to be accurate. You have to decide what period you want to go for.
I think it's going to be the Leyland one.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the top comes off, so that'd be nice to see all inside.
It's always great when you've got a girl with the top coming off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I've got to get I was going to ask you, but you're probably not very close to London. Can you grab me a bit of paint off one of these buses so I can send it to Jason to mix me up some outlaw paints?
Just paint it red.
Paint it in red?
Yes.
Well, somebody mentioned in chat all details of what he said the actual color is. So I'm just going to try and go back and see where that is. There it is there. The London bus, there it is there. All sorts of information there.
Bloody hell.
So I'll just forward that up to Jason and go, there you go, mate. There you go. Mix me some colour.
I would have said, if you were going for a period bus when London was full of smog and shit and everything, it would be faded by the sun. It would be matted by the sun.
Yeah.
It would be stained with acid rain. It would be marked with smog.
In the roof, I think dents in the roof from going under overpasses and stuff.
Yeah. There's supposed to be a lot of rivets. If you look on YouTube, there's a guy that's built that, and he's actually replaced all the rivets on the roof, or he's made all the rivets on the roof with drops of varnish, I think he used.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable.
That's crazy.
I can see lots of people have said hello, Nigel. I'm going to say hello. And sorry I missed the start, but it's his fault.
Yeah, my fault.
So basically, until our clocks go back, Peter, you're going to be 7 p.m. in the UK.
And your clocks do change at the end of this month, don't they?
Our clocks will change around about the 25th of October. Somebody in the chat will tell us it's around about the 25th of October they generally change. And I think they go forward.
Yeah, so they'll be back to what it was before.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus, yeah. That's
hello, Paul.
Look at all, yes, they're all in there. Darren's there. Hello, Darren. Yeah. Hey, check that out, mate. Look.
Bloody hell.
But look at the foggy windows. I accidentally clear coated it and forgot the glass was in.
Oh, you
So
nutty.
I know. How can I get that? It's just Tamiya flat clear.
What, X22 or LP9?
X22.
Leveling thinners.
It's in the can.
Mr. Cutter leveling thinners.
Yeah.
Will probably take it off.
I just need to get the bit where the wiper blades go. That's enough.
Yeah, probably take it off.
All right. And the bonnet, I forgot I didn't glue it on, and it fell off, and it landed on my balcony where it had sand. So I've already started the weathering.
Oh, nice. Yeah, lumps of mud on the bonnet.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to throw some more sand on it. And do some
Jason's saying no back. There is a back. You can get back. I did it once. I super glued a canopy on an aircraft and it all fogged up. Luckily, it fogged on the outside, and I managed to polish it back.
Okay. So yeah, but you know what these things are like. We're going to talk about instructions, and my God, it's like, I don't know. I think every mistake you could have is in this instructions.
I don't know.
The detail is just terrible. Like, I've had so many problems there. Natural weathering.
I've been thinking about this, and I've got a lot of thought to put into it, and
yeah,
sure, there's a lot of people in the chat that are going to agree and disagree.
Oh, look, Jeff's saying that they're changing their clocks in the US too, but it's not until the 5th of November.
Yeah, I think if somebody can tell us in the comments so that Pete can know, I think it's about the 25th of October generally they changed.
29th, someone's saying there, October.
Did they?
Yeah, Jeff with 4 zeros, yeah. 29th. That's okay.
Great.
Yeah, I do my live streams every Friday my time, but on the 20th of this month, I don't think I'll be able to do a live stream. I'm going into hospital to get my kidney stone removed.
Oh wow!
So I may be skipping it that particular day. Yeah, I was just telling them before that I went to the specialist to get it looked at, and they found a second kidney stone in my other kidney. So that's good news in a way, because they're going to go and take both out now. So that won't cause future problems. So.
Can't they? I thought they zapped kidney stones with lasers now.
They do, but they've still got to go in there to do that.
Right. Okay.
It's a day surgery. Yeah. So
it's less intrusive than it was, but it's still intrusive.
I don't know. It's the way it's intrusive. Thank God I'll be under a general anaesthetic. I don't like the idea of what they're going to do. Yeah. Not fun, but it's got to be a lot better than the pain I do go through when it starts hurting. Ooh. So anyway, so let's kick off the subject of instructions. And
I'll tell you what, Peter, before you start, if you've got a live that you can't make, I'll do a live at the same time.
Yeah,
just so that everybody's got something to watch.
Okay.
And then you'll have something to watch in hospital as well. Oh no, because it'll be the morning for you. You'll be out.
It'll be in the morning here before I go in. See, I don't know till the day before what time I go in, and it's a day surgery. So it'll be in the morning I go in. So even though I could probably do the stream and then still have time, I'm really going to be thinking about other things. So I'm not going to be in the best mood.
Yeah, of course you're not. You let me know if you're not going to do it. Send me an email and I'll jump in and do a live in place for your one night, one day, morning, whatever it is.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I'll be able to get hold of the video of the surgery as well. I could throw that up, but it's getting a bit. Anyway,
let's not get too technical.
Yeah. So instructions. What do you got?
56 watching.
How many? That chat is going crazy. 56 on there now, is it? Gosh.
Yes, good.
More than happy. That's great. I just wanted to mention also, Jason I was talking to Jason yesterday, Outlaw Paints. He wanted me to thank you for your reviews and honesty and that you've done on the paint,
All
and to
right.
let you know that he has watched and to be honest, and I can say this in public, that him and his family are going through a lot of health problems and medical issues at the moment, so they're struggling a bit. So they've been a bit unable to get out there and talk to people. So yeah, and I think others with the Telford coming up in a couple of weeks, isn't it? They're getting up ready to show, and they're trying to get paint delivered and all sorts of logistic problems. So yeah,
Yeah.
but I'll be talking to him later today, and hopefully everything's getting better for him. So yeah.
Unfortunately, there's I mean, Sven at One Man Army, the masks people, he's having a rough time at the moment. Peter at ASK, he's having a rough time at the moment.
Yeah.
It seems like everybody's going through a rough time at the moment, and yet today for me has been the best day I've had for months.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Right. Yeah. Just seeing Jeff drop one in there. What's this? The Meng Whippet has terrible instructions. Rodent Holt is really bad too. I don't know what a Meng Whippet is. Is that a dog?
It's a little tank, Peter.
It's a little tank. See,
It's a little British tank.
Okay. Terrible instructions. Rightio. Yeah, and Luke is saying there, AMP B2 spirit instructions are rubbish too. AMP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't believe nobody's mentioned Dragon yet.
Yeah, Dragon's pretty bad.
As far as I'm concerned, Dragon have the worst instructions of any manufacturer on the planet. In fact, a lot of people say the best bit of aftermarket you can buy for a Dragon kit is a new set of instructions.
Right. I've never built a Dragon kit, but I would have thought they're along the lines of Trumpeter.
No.
Okay. That's wow. This is the Alpha Models resin kit for houses. No color callouts and vague instructions. Yeah. I'll tell you what I think the best instructions are. Edard. Hey, look at that. Like this is just really, look at the details in that. What do you think?
They are good. They are good, but sometimes if you get a bit of a dodgy print, and I'm sure some people in the chat have seen this, because it's all like blue and black, isn't it? And sometimes the arrows are all faded and they don't actually show you where they're going and everything.
Okay.
And I completely agree 100% with Darren May. The best instructions on the planet are Wingnut Wings.
Right.
This is all just my opinion. It's
Yeah.
And it's like Jason, color callouts. I'm kind of on the fence with color callouts. I mean, if you look at old Tamiya kits, they all had color callouts, and they all called out Tamiya colors, which were often wrong. If you look at all the Meng kits now, they call out Meng paint colors, which are AK, and they're all wrong. All these people that sell their souls to certain paint manufacturers like MIG Ammo, AK, whatever, they'll call out a color which is the closest they've got, and they won't give you a genuine color. Whereas, like Wingnut Wings would actually give you a mix with a commonly available paint like Tamiya.
Right.
I'd rather have no color callouts than have the wrong ones. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. My problem is that what if you're not using the colors they like Revell, for instance, for this thing? Like, all right, I'm not going to use Revell colors for that. So how do I find the color that matches what they're suggesting? There's no comparison. You have to go to a third-party website and try and find out what it is.
If I were you, there's so many builds of that on YouTube. I'd look at other people's builds and see what they've used.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, basically it's black, silver, tartan seats, red.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Aluminium. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yes, Gary. Airfix get. I mean the color call outs on the Sea King. Wait till you see part 14 and 15 of the Sea King build, and it's just there's lots of errors in that.
Yeah. Yeah. I got I bought out which one was it? Some really old ones like this, the Airfix Apollo Saturn
It's
5.
not really old.
Isn't it? This is from the
No,
70s.
I'll grab something really old.
I thought this would be pretty basic. Like, you know, it doesn't help, these instructions. You may as well not even have any when you look at stuff like that.
Here you go, Peter.
There we go. Old
This
instructions.
is Airfix really old.
Oh gosh.
Aston Martin DB5 in 1/32 scale. On the basically the kit was hung in a bag below this. On the back you've got all the information about the car.
Yeah.
And when you open it up, you have step 1, which gives you all the names of all the parts, where they go and what they are. And it shows you here the assembly. And then you work on the body and the interior. And then you turn it over and you do the final assembly, and then you do the painting.
Oh, there you go.
Now that's old.
But
Even
it's all
old.
there. It's, yeah. Wow.
And that's even simpler. That's just all you've got is that and the words.
Yeah.
And this is how I learned to read. And I learned what all the parts were called, because the instructions weren't just a load of numbers and arrows. They actually told you what the parts were.
Wow. That's amazing. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to catch up. Chat's getting, I'm going to have to skip down. Jason Modikit's stuff's in here, and he's saying he had some issues with the Gotha instructions.
Oh, right.
That looks like a complicated build. He's done a great job of it, though. It looks incredible.
Oh, God, yeah.
God. Beyond my abilities, I'm sure. Jeez. I haven't even built a damn plane, so who am I to speak?
If you haven't seen it, guys, go and see Jason over at Model Kit Stuff. He's building this.
Yeah, and
for
you've
those
just
who
put
are
up
interested,
the
there's Jess.
There he is. Hey. Yeah, and you just put up the unboxing and review of it, I noticed. Yeah. What do you think of mini arts instructions?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're all right, aren't they, considering how many parts there are?
Yeah, I mean, I Wendy's saying yes. I haven't got a bad word to say about mini art. They do over-engineer things, but if they didn't over-engineer things, everybody would say it was all too simple. So the manufacturers can't win. Just leave that alone, darling. It's like the it's like all this with the A20 with the nose gear from Hong Kong models. If they'd made it all chunky and strong, everyone would say, "Oh, it's not to scale." So they've made it all nicely to scale. It was too weak. They can't win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, mini art are fantastic, and they are easy to follow, and they do have good color call outs, and they're generally pretty accurate as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But I mean, Tamiya, I think Tamiya have probably one of the best instructions out there. You look at the 1/32 scale Tamiya Corsair, the F4U, probably the best model kit ever made. It's just incredible. Absolutely incredible.
You're saying it's the best kit ever made?
Quite possibly, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I think Wingnut Wings overall give us the best package ever made, but probably for the engineering, the fit, the detail, the instructions, the options, the different boxings, probably that 1/32 scale F4U Corsair is quite possibly the best kit ever made.
Mm.
What do you think?
Yeah. I don't have the experience to answer that question. I really don't. I've been doing this for 3 years. How can I talk about something with so much history? I just go from my level and what I have to work on, and these Hobby Boss ones for that one we're doing now. These are just crap, really. I mean, there's stuff in here that's not even labeled part numbered, like they don't even tell you what part it is on the sprue. There's parts in here like your accelerator pedal that aren't even on here. Like you said, the thing doesn't even move because it has no accelerator pedal. And just the way the arrows point to where the locations are just so vague.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, when did this kit come out? Like, I'm not even sure how old that kit is, but do you see much improvement over the years through manufacturers working and improving their instructions? Or could you say that they're the same they were 20 years ago? They're not putting any extra.
The Hobby Boss Scamel is a well overpriced kit, in my opinion. As you know, I'm building it on the channel now. Those instructions have got lots and lots of bits and pieces in them that are missing. There's parts that suddenly appear that have no number. You know, you're building the. Anybody wants to know, just drop me down. I'll tell you the part numbers. But like, you're building the trailer, and all of a sudden this cross member just appears. That hasn't been called out. It's just there, and it's a bit of a nightmare to get in after you've noticed that it's not there. And that's something that Dragon, as I say, that's something Dragon are really bad for. Is completely missing parts and then they suddenly appear. Misnumbering parts is a pain in the ass, but more experienced modelers generally get over it. Beginners would try and make it fit because they're telling you to put the left on the right and the right on the left, but to us it would be obvious, just swap them over. But when they completely miss stuff out and you get to the end of the model, you've got all these parts left, and you realize that you couldn't fit this bit in here because you haven't fitted that bit in there because they didn't tell you to. That's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Or they're leaving things at the end, towards the end of the build, where they haven't considered your paint order, and you're putting on a rear mirror after you've put the front end on the chassis, in which case you've already painted it when this should have been on there before that, you know.
It's like on that model, they tell you to paint inside the headlamp bowl silver, and then you glue a solid piece of plastic over the front. What's the point in that? You know?
That's right. Or bending the piece of wire to go in, the wire to go in the engine bay after you've already. So you've got to paint this separately, and I just don't think a lot of thought goes into these instructions when it comes to the build-up process. A lot of things I find are like that, but then again, that's probably just your way of building as well, and the way you go about it.
Yeah, you see, that's the other thing. You've got to come in from the other side as well. I find Tamiya kits quite boring because everything's done for you. It's like everything is done for you, and it's so well engineered. You could literally build the thing drunk, and it would still come out beautiful. And that, and I get no fun from that. I'd rather have a bit of a struggle.
You really need to read the instructions before you start a build from page 1 to the end. Otherwise, you can get caught out in so many different places.
I would say that's true with most kits, but probably Tamiya it's not, because they just absolutely every step. I mean, they even tell you where to cut the sprue nibs off, don't they?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, and even I think it was one of these instructions, or Airfix, for example. I noticed they have no. It was the instructions for the Ravel bus. I looked at them online. They have about 15 different languages
Yeah,
on there. So it doesn't matter what language it's there to understand.
that's right. But when you look at the old days, like I showed you with these old instructions here, they had one language, and they gave you, glue part 19, rear suspension trailing arm to chassis and axle. Glue part 21, oil filter to sump of engine. They learnt you everything. You learnt about the model as you went on. And now it's just like 18, 20, 19, 17. And
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that makes it hard too. Yeah. Well, I guess it probably increased the cost of the kit if they put too much more thought into the instructions. It's like the instructions in some kits are just like an afterthought. It's just, oh, we better show people
yeah.
how to build the thing.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it because they give me stuff, but Border Model, their instructions aren't very good. They have no color callouts, which people hate. They have bits missing. They have misnumbered parts, and certainly with the Lancaster, if you follow the instructions, you can't even build the bloody thing. It won't go together. Which is
No,
why I do my corrections videos. I tell them about it, and they don't change it. It's really strange.
yeah, yeah,
Really strange.
yeah. You'd think they'd be taking some feedback. It's like, well, at least this Ravel box is a opening, top opening, rather than
Yeah,
slide out the
it's still
side.
made of tissue paper.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. They just don't seem to listen to what the public are saying and their customers.
Mhm.
Gosh, someone there is putting. I'm looking into doing World War One and Two figures. I have nothing in figures. Someone in chat might be able to help out there. What brand?
No,
That's not my thing. Um,
I mean resin's the best, isn't it?
yeah, Dan's asking what people's opinion of I love kit. See, that's a trumpeter thing, isn't it?
Yeah, they used to be called Merit. Again, very hit and miss. Peter did that Yamato 200 scale. That's basically an I love kit.
Yeah,
What did you think of that?
the instructions. Uh, I didn't see many mistakes. They were okay. It was basic though.
Mm,
For someone who still struggles with the names of parts on a ship and trying to get starboard and all that correct, it would be nice to know what I'm putting together, what these parts are.
mhm.
Um, yeah, but yeah, the instructions were okay. But these, like for instance, this Ravel one, it will have separate instructions for all that photo etch. So you will need to go through that sheet, and it'll probably replace a lot of parts from the original instructions.
Yeah, that's a pain when they do that. Why don't they make a new manual and integrate it in?
That would be a lot easier because
Yeah,
sometimes you'll go through and you'll put these parts on and then realize, oh damn, they were in the photo etch.
yeah,
So you have to go through your instructions and actually mark off stuff that's
yes,
in there that need to be replaced or
yes.
modified.
You
You
see,
know.
for me that's part of the fun. But for a
Yeah,
lot of people,
yeah,
they wouldn't think to do it, and it's a bit of a
yeah. So Jason's saying there, his biggest issue is they're not considering the painting sequence.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what I was saying. Oh yeah, that's true.
Well,
Uh,
also, Jason, the build sequence. I mean, that Kitty Hawk Bronco that I still haven't finished. I mean, the build sequence on that is an absolute joke. Whoever thought of that, it just needs shooting. It's rubbish. Hi, Annie.
yeah, um, yeah, yeah. And what was it? There was one that the Airfix one that had the mistake in it the other week. Everyone was talking about.
Oh, the Black Book,
Yeah,
the Vulcan.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, so they ended up just doing a putting out a fix for that, and how you needed to cut it differently or something.
I thought they'd done a 3D printed.
That was an option if you wanted to. You could get the part replaced.
Did you have to buy it?
I don't think so. No.
Right.
No.
Talk of the devil. Here's Andrew. Andrew's the guy that wrote to Airfix and told him all about the issue. Because Andrew Gledhill used to load the weapons on the bloody things.
Oh,
he
wow.
Was
there he is. Get down. Yeah, Harry was saying the trumpeter instructions are a bit back and forth.
Yeah, I noticed that with the Yamato. Didn't you notice that, Peter? That you're like, 1 minute you're on the bow, then you're on the stern, then you're back to the bow, then you're back to the stern.
Yeah, there's a lot of sub-assemblies in it too that you've got to do. So you can just skip through the instruction and go, right, I'm going to build these turrets now, or I'm going to do this now, and then put it all aside in a box to come back to later.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are times. And not only that, but what I hate too, my pet peeve, is jumping from sprue to sprue when you're building one item with about 6 pieces and you've got to go through 3 sprues finding them.
Yes.
Or
even like 6 pieces with 6 sprues to find them.
Yeah.
Especially with ships and that, where it's all boxed up and which is where Airfix come in, because I'm not an Airfix fanboy by any stretch of the imagination, but what they do is fantastic, where they put all the engine parts on one sprue, all the cockpit parts on one sprue, all the the starboard wings on one sprue, the port wings on one sprue. It's absolutely brilliant. I thank Airfix for that. I can see where you're coming from, Darren. It's and this is true of a lot of manufacturers now. They have like a part here, something here, and there's an arrow. It's like, well, where does it go?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, it's very critical, especially in the early parts of a build. If you can get something that's not spot on, I mean, look at the trouble you went to getting that chassis straight, because if you got, and the locating points for the cross members and stuff, if you don't get that right, God help you fitting the cabin on and any other parts that got to go onto that, you'll never get them on straight. And like you said, the wheels won't even sit flat on the ground. So yeah, you've got to have instructions that are a bit better than that.
It's like James is saying, Tammy, have you jumping around from sprue to sprue? That's okay when you've got a box. It's a 35th scale tank and you've got like 4 sprues in the box. But when it's a trumpeter ship and it's got like 35 sprues in 3 or 4 different boxes that are all a nightmare to open, what I always do is write on the front of the box what's in there. But and the worst is the old Revell, where you'd get like 4 or 5 sprues in the box, and they weren't A, B, C, D. They were just sprues. So you had like a sprue with number 2, and next to it was 212, and next to that was 158. You had to go and find it, like on the 22nd scale Schnell boots like that.
I've come across a few of those too, where you're hunting for them.
Zinzan's here.
Zinzan's there. Hey, Zinzan.
You're not late, Zinzan. You're an hour early from what Pete told me.
The anatomy of a ship really helped with builds like Yamato, where instructions. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. If you're doing a big project like that, that book is a must. Yeah. What's his? Randy's saying, got issue with polar lights in the process of building their Cronus 1. Their light kits is crap. Oh yeah. To make it look good lit up, you need to get photo etch, which still hasn't been released. Right. Yeah, that's another thing too. Is a model comes out, particularly ships, and it could be months and months before the aftermarket stuff becomes available. Especially the Pontos stuff like that. You just got to hold off and wait. A lot of instructions too, I find that they'll have step 1 or step 2, whatever it is, on a page, but there's parts all over the place in the process, and you realize you're going from here, putting this together, over to here, then back to here, then down to here. It's like you need to draw on the page, box it all off to keep the order correct.
Yeah, trumpeters do that, don't they? They'll have like the ship hull diagonally across the page, and then down here you're building some torpedo tubes or something, and then up here you're finishing them off and putting them on their racks. It's like, what?
Yeah, and then you turn the page and there's the hull the other way, and you're working at the back end of it now. Oh God. Yeah. And how's Jace going with his 132 Lancaster? Jace has not built a single model this year since he's kicking on with the Outlaw paints. He's buying plenty. In fact, I just spoke to him yesterday on the phone. He's bought another, I think he said 17 NASCAR cars models. My God, his stash is just, I think the warehouse they've moved into is mostly to store his kits. Unbelievable. What's this? Dominic's saying, Zinzan, it's great meeting you today. Did you meet up? Okay. Was there a model show somewhere? Or maybe they've seen each other on somewhere.
Maybe they're trying to hang out or something.
Yeah. Have I caught up on chat? I think so. What's this one here? The Kelk 3D Kitty Hawk Ocean Hawk cockpit set looks bloody good.
Yeah, they're worth checking out, guys. Keelik, they're part of ResKit, and they're doing some 3D cockpit sets, but they're not just instrument panels. They include belts and all sorts. They look really, really nice. I think they're going to overtake the others.
And actually, Pontos instructions are amongst the worst. Pontos instructions?
I have to say, I really like them. But as much as I've got loads of Pontos sets, I've never built a kit using them. What do you think, Peter?
The layout's okay. I think they're okay. Yeah. I don't think I've actually used a Pontos. I've used the MK1. Is that what they are? Mark.
Yeah, KA models.
KA models ones.
I thought your Kitty Hawk was Pontos.
The which one?
The Kitty Hawk.
No, it was MK.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Personally, I prefer Pontos to MK.
They have a lot to take in on the page when they put the whole thing on there, and you've got to go through and find everything. It's too much in one, I think, and it's easy to miss things. You need to get in there and mark everything off as you do it, or you might continue on and find out, oh no, I forgot to put those in.
Yeah. At least if you look at my review of the Enterprise set from KA or Mark 1 Design, and you look at Jason's Scharnhorst review, at least they've got that categorized into like armament, radar, deck. Pontos does tend to be a bit, generally if you look at the first sheet, you got down the left-hand side, you got all the brass parts. Then on the right-hand side, they're telling you which bits to cut off the deck to fit the wood deck. At the bottom, they're showing you where the dry transfers go to show the depth markings on the hull. And in the middle, you're building a gun. It's like, what the hell do I do here,
Yeah. Oh, I see, yeah. It was on live stream. I see, yeah. John Alex. Oh, yeah, I seen John Alex live stream the other day.
Yeah. I mean, Tim's in here, Tim Borden. He's just reminded me, actually, the Tacom Apache. That's got some of the worst instructions that have ever been produced. Not only have they got parts missed out, they're telling you to fit parts in the wrong order. The pictures that are in there, the 3D drawings or whatever they are absolute and utter garbage. You've got to look at pictures of the real thing to see how it goes to. I mean, it's just absolutely unbelievable.
Wow.
And decals don't even start me on that.
Yeah, someone was mentioning, I can't find it, they sent something about they're glad that IKEA don't do instructions for kids. Oh my gosh, that would be funny. And Zinzan say MK are better, a lot less mistakes. Oh, Jason's saying, yeah.
The one thing I would say though, I think Pontos have a sort of live instructions download, and I think they do update the mistakes, so you can go and download their
Okay.
sheets. One of the biggest issues with Pontos, and I've got this going on right now, and I've heard other people have had the same sort of thing, especially with that Yamato set, because the Yamato set was made by Pontos but marketed by this guy not Kim, King's Detailing.
Yeah.
I think is one of the main men at Trumpeter. So people have had missing frets in their sets, and they've got in touch with King's Detailing, and he's told them to go back to Pontos. They've gone back to Pontos, and Pontos have told them to get in touch with King's.
Yeah.
It's not got that. I mean, people have bought that set for $300 odd, and they've got a missing fret, and they cannot get it replaced.
Oh,
Now, there's somebody out there, I'm not going to mention any names, but there's somebody out there that has told me this, and I have actually got them a replacement fret from Pontos. So you know who you are, I know who you are, but I'm not going to mention your name. If you're watching now, get in touch. I've got the fret for you. But I have got problems now. I bought that Enterprise set from Pontos. There's parts missing, and I am trying my absolute utmost to get those parts replaced, and it's just not happening.
See, I noticed that the Pontos website didn't even list it. When you go through King's Detailing to order it and everything, but on the Pontos actual website, it wasn't even there. So
same as Titanic. The Titanic set is I Love Kit. You can't buy it from Pontos. Pontos has basically sold his soul to King's Detailing to make those sets, and obviously King's Detailing has said we'll pay you X amount of dollars to do this, and then we'll have sole rights to it.
Well, they should be responsible for replacing parts if needed.
Exactly.
I mean, they were replacing them if they were damaged in postage when you ordered your kit. They were replacing.
This isn't just damaged. This is missing.
Yeah, missing parts. They're not going to split a kit to take parts out.
I've got the same now. I've been in touch with Kim, and I've actually said to Kim, you know, for God's sake, if he's watching, I hope you are watching, mate. And I've actually said to him, you know, I get these sets from you. I review them on YouTube. People buy these sets on the back of my reviews, and this is how you treat me? How the God do you treat like normal customers? This is disgusting. Still nothing. No. Nothing. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be about instructions. I'm tending to go down Jason's route. I'm beginning to think that Mark 1 design are better. I mean, their packaging is certainly better, because you rarely get a Pontos set without some damage. Yeah,
I remember opening up the Mark 1 set for that Kitty Hawk, and there was like 15 sheets of photo etch in there.
All stapled to a stiff.
All stapled down, nice solid box packed, and no problem at all. Yeah.
You get the Pontos, it comes in a long box like this, and there's wooden decks and stainless steel frets, all in bags, loose with the ends open. And of course, they're all going like this, and the ends are just getting bent up, and the wooden decks getting twisted up with this. It's not good. And they're the same as border model. You suggest changes, simple changes they could make, and they don't listen. I've said to him, you know, why don't you staple, put the stainless steel frets and the decks in the bags, lay them on a piece of cardboard the same size as the box, and put one staple through the end. That's it. Then it can't move around.
Yeah.
No. And it ain't £20 stuff. We're talking $500 sets, you know.
Oh yeah. You pay enough for the kit. I mean, even that trumpeter kit, depending whether you got it through Glow 2B, Gallery Models, or whatever. And there was the different instruction manual. One with the ring binders, which I think you got that one, and then I got the old standard fold-out one. Why couldn't they have all done the ring binders? Would have been much better. Your pages are much better using one of those.
And why did they have different decal sheets?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And I'm hearing now people are buying border model Stukas, and the swastika on the decal sheet is blacked out with a magic marker, like your
like my hovercraft
thing you bought. That had it.
Yeah, because it was made in Japan, made in China, but it was a Japanese hovercraft.
Yeah.
So they even on the box art on the front, it was blacked out.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. God. I mean, people get over, like, geez, you know. Oh well. What you're doing. What else?
Yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah, that's great. Gosh, look at that. 67 people.
67 watching.
Very good. Yeah, hit the thumbs up, guys. 60 thumbs up. I don't know if
Can we get another 9, please? And then that'll double Pete's best.
It would. Wouldn't that be great?
I wanted to see 100.
Hey, you know.
Mind you, they don't think we're coming on till 9 o'clock.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, that confused things, didn't it? Oh, well.
So basically, Peter, just to clear it up, so you'll do your show next Thursday at the same time, yeah, or Friday for you.
Yes.
So next Thursday show will be 7 p.m., guys, not 9 p.m.
It'll be an hour earlier for everyone in the UK and everywhere else, I think. Not an hour later like I thought. I
should have checked. I've put out a video saying to everyone to come in at 9 o'clock.
But I scheduled this. I always put the schedule up on Tuesday, so everyone will get notifications. And if you went and looked at the live stream, it'll tell you when it's going live in your local time.
Yeah, I've got that notification and I didn't notice.
Yeah. So.
Because I'm a complete muppet.
But anyway, it's all right. I'm not treading on anyone else's toes. There's no one else's live stream I've jumped on in front of or whatever.
Don't worry about that, Peter. I'll tell you what, mate, if I wanted to do it live at 9 o'clock on a Thursday night, I would do it. There's so many people doing lives all the time. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. No,
Andrew's off. Cheers, Andrew.
Yep. See you, mate. Yeah.
But back to instructions. I mean, what do you think of the instructions in that tiriel you're building?
Oh, they're okay, pretty good. There's a lot of detail in there. There's a lot of detail in that build. I've had no problem with it. I mean, it's Tamiya. It's gone together really well. Again, it's one of those things where you've got to be accurate in your build and make sure everything is precisely fitted properly. Like when you stick a part on, make sure it's straight. I have a bit of an issue with my magnifying glasses I'm wearing. So I'm just wearing those ones you wear like this. But when you're looking through them, they distort your view like this.
Yes.
And you try and put something on straight wearing those, it may look straight to you, but it's not.
Yeah, I use this thing here, this magnifier with the flip up lid.
Okay.
I look through there. It's got a light on it as well. So I look through there, and if I don't look dead center through the screen, everything's off.
Yeah. So you've got to make sure things are straight and on properly. And yeah, that was the problem I had with the car. I've actually finished the car, even though I'm not finished in the videos going out. It's actually built, so I can actually show. Here it is here. So there it is done.
beautiful model, isn't it?
So, yeah. And I reckon if you park the real Formula One car next to this, you wouldn't be able to pick much differences between the two when it comes to the parts.
You got no letters on the front tires.
Huh? No, that's right.
And we had that dispute last week, didn't we?
Yeah, I was thinking of taking the letters off these. I just can't paint that small on the tires. And I don't think there should be Goodyear anyway. They need to be Avon.
No, they're Goodyear.
They are Goodyear?
Yes. It's got Goodyear on the back wing, for God's sake. Why would they add Avon tires if they got Goodyear sponsorship?
Yeah, good point. All right. Yeah, that's right. But what I
controlled by the FIA, or the Formula One body, whatever it was then, what tires they had. I found an old picture of that car, and it had Goodyear on the front tires.
Yeah. I messed up on the painting on this though. My clear coat didn't come out too well. I used the Outlaw Paints 2K clear. First time using the 2K on something this size, and unfortunately, it was a 34 degrees Celsius day I was painting.
That's too hot to paint, Peter.
I was also painting it too close and flooding it on too much. And it didn't level properly because of the amount of paint, and it caused the orange peel, which it has. If you look close, you'll probably not so much.
Really great to me, mate.
Yeah, it looks okay. It's fine. I'm learning. So, but because there's so many curves and corners and bits on all this panel work, there's no way I'm going to try and sand it back, wet sand. I'm just afraid that I'll just do some more damage, especially with the decals and stuff. So I left it. So when I do this bus, I'm going to be practicing on some styrene before I hit the 2K and make sure I'm going on with that mirror finish. But
put a bit more you got this like 3-2-1 with the 2K.
Yeah,
put a bit more thinners in. Ignore all this bloody precision. That's all bollocks. It's honestly all this. You watch a guy spraying a real car, he's not that precise.
I think also the problem with me spraying was, like I said, it was a hot day, a really hot day. And the instructions tell you got up to 40 minutes before it starts. You got to use it before it starts to harden. But I think the temperature of the day made that happen quicker. And I had quite a lot of panels. So I think by the time I got to the final panels I did, which I think I did, the last one was this front air dam. It probably had the worst of the orange peel on it because the product was starting to set too early.
Have you got a car body shop near you?
Oh yeah.
Why don't you go take a jar, a bottle or something, and ask them if you can buy some slow hardener? Because with 2K you've got normal, fast, and slow. When it's normal, like 25 degrees or whatever, you use normal. When it's cold, you use fast, otherwise it gets all the dust collected. And when it's hot, you use slow. Ask them for some slow hardener.
Okay.
Slow it down.
Yeah, because we're going to have more days like that. I'm coming in the summer, so yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll try that because I guess hardener's all hardener. I've never used this stuff before.
Oh, hardener's hardener. Yeah, just ask for some slow hardener, or see if Jason can send you some slow hardener.
Yeah, he probably can.
Or just put some more thinner in it. Thin it down. Put some leveling thinner in it. Thin it right back.
All right, a bit of experimenting coming up because there's some big panels on that bus. I want to look as best as possible. So
what I would say though, Peter, I wouldn't go and buy some plastic card. I would go and buy a cheap model car and use that to try on. Yeah. Anyone can lay plastic card and get a beautiful finish. You want to get a nice finish around all the corners without the paint pulling away and it running and all that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it'll be a challenge, but it should be all right. What else we got in chat? Just someone saying, is that right, Lee? 69 streams, 74 likes. Fantastic. Lee Haas there. Hello, buddy. If I didn't say g'day earlier. Teresa.
So we need just a few more.
Oh,
68 watching. We need 76 to double Peter's best.
yeah. Really? 69, 75. I'm seeing thumbs up. We get one more. Oh,
Yeah, Annie's mentioned a few times about in mini art instructions they didn't talk about the hole size to drill. It's like someone else said, just measure the size of the pin and drill the hole accordingly. Because quite often you'll find instructions they'll tell you to drill a 1 mil hole, and you'll find that it's way too big. It's like a prick in the top hat.
Yeah, and if you build this stupid thing, ignore the holes. Man, even the holes that are there, you got to drill them out a little bit more.
Yeah.
These parts don't fit. Hey, oh man. At least one thing with the Yamato's deck for all the holes that needed to be drilled there, you turn it upside down, they're all there underneath. All you do is match your drill bit to the hole size, and you're right. So it's good when they do that. Trumpeter do that with most of their kits. They show you the hole size underneath the part. You just match it, put it through. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure some of your friends over in Oz have got an old car body they can send you to practice on, Pete.
Yeah. Paul Price is my neighbour. He's only a couple.
Yeah. Just dip it in IPA, strip off the what's there, and start again.
Yeah.
I just need to go and have a wee a minute, because I wasn't planning to be. You normally prepare yourself, don't you? You get a drink and you get yourself sorted.
Yeah.
But I was 2 hours early, apparently.
Oh gosh. So everybody in chat, fantastic. Thank you all guys for coming in. That's really great. I'm speechless. I'm surrounded by greatness. We got 78 thumbs up, so we've smashed the record. That's really good. That's excellent. Skullfish has just popped in. How are you, buddy? Welcome. It's 6:30 in the morning here in New South Wales, so the Aussies are starting to wake up now. Hello, look who we got. Who's saying hello? There's Jess. Hello, Jess. Can you hear me? Don't jump up on the bench, whatever you do. Hello. Yes, here he is. He's keeping the seat warm. There we go. So no, we haven't got Nigel. We got Jess on. For those who have just come in. Yes. Fantastic. Everybody say hello to Jess. Say hello, Jess, everyone. Very good. There he is. That's brilliant. There you go. Hey. Hello. Hello. His ears are pricking up. His eyebrows are pricking up. You can hear. There he is. The stand.
What are you doing, Jess? You've been in the show, are you?
Yeah. We were just discussing a few things about some of his doggy biscuits and stuff.
She's got a dog biscuit here. That's what she's after. Here you are then.
Well, I was worried he might jump up on the bench and run amok.
She does that from time to time. You're going to get down then.
Everyone's going to get down. No, you've been kicked out. You're going to have to sit on the floor.
Come on, get down. Good girl. I didn't realize she'd do that.
There we get Riley saying Jess is the real brains behind Nigel.
Yeah, she's the only brains behind my modelling bench.
It's me that builds the models. Fantastic.
I was having some fun with her earlier. I had that wings kit open, and she had her nose in there, and she was looking through the sprues. I said, "For God's sake, girl, you'd never managed to rig it on that."
She needs her own channel, saying James. Yes, very good. There's one from Tron to you, Nigel. Did you find the instructions in that old monogram B52 kit?
Yeah. Yes, great.
Drawings don't match the text as well as they might. Okay.
I don't know. I think it's bloody great.
There you go.
So, hi, Teresa. So in the chat, then, can I ask the question, Peter?
Yeah.
What people in the chat, as far as kits go, what was been your favorite experience as far as instructions go?
Gosh.
Because thank you, Lee. Absolute favorite of all. I'm trying to think of mine as I'm sat here and I can't think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think too. You know, the worst sort of stick out because of the problems, but favorite.
Because I mean, we're sat here talking about plastic kits. You've got people like Jason, model kit stuff. He does. That's a good point, Tim. He does like wooden boats and that, wooden ships, and I'm not sure what they're like.
Yeah, Paul Price got his 124 FX Spitfire and the 148 Anson.
Yeah.
Best. Italeri.
Yes. Italeri instructions are good, to be fair. It's just the shame the plastic's a load of crap.
Yeah. We got wing nuts by far from James. Yeah. Darren May says tough question. Steve's saying tough one. We got Lee saying Spitfire build that I did. Tamiya's Comet A34 from John Alec.
Yeah.
What's this? Bob. Ravel 148 B1 Lancaster built 30 years ago. Wow.
I said, no, I've got that under my bed.
And Jason's saying Copper State models.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, they are. They are gorgeous.
Paul's saying whichever one's in front of me at the time.
That's your favorite instructions, is it?
Really? Yeah.
Okay.
I did the 112 Honda Fireblade. Very few complaints about that for the Tamiya one. And we got quite a variety. Airfix Hellcat. Hellcat.
Okay. Yeah, I think later Airfix are going to appear a lot because their instructions are very, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mini Art. Yeah, I liked Mini Art. I like Mini Art for that little truck I built. Yeah, they do well considering the part count in those kits. They do well getting the instructions pretty accurate and quite small at 1/35th scale as well. Yeah, I'm sure I had no problems with where everything goes and fitting it by the instructions. So that was good.
I'll tell you what.
Ravel are the worst. Airfix are the best, says James from Boldly Goes. Right. James, I'm going to get you on the stream soon. I need to get you on the stream in a few weeks, mate. What else have we got? Dominic's not yet experienced enough. But he says, I think RFM, very well made. Yeah. Tron, not having built for 55 years, just restarting now. Wow, I'd have to say the best were the old monogram World War II planes I built from those years ago. Didn't seem to have a problem building them. Okay. And model kit stuff, Jeff saying, James. Model ship instructions in general are not great. Okay. Maybe it's because of the age of them too. Model with the wooden ships.
Yeah. I think the other thing is like, when you get resin sets and stuff, you get a resin cockpit set. It doesn't need to be directed at the beginner. It's obvious that the person that's buying that is an experienced modeler. They don't need to be told what to do, really. They know what to do.
Yeah. And he just did a review of that sailing ship, the one that has the plastic hull, but everything else is wood.
Right.
That looked really good. He's going to do a box opening and review of that. I'm looking forward to seeing what those instructions are like for Jason.
Oh, is that the one that Amati sent him?
Yeah.
I saw that pop up. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah. Airfix, better these days. And was
yeah.
Really? Anime music? I can play music if you want. I can have there is an option in StreamYard here to have background music. My channel's little lingo that plays. That's the idea. Academy B1 Lancer instructions are not bad. Yeah. And Tim likes the Italeri Scania trucks instructions. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Dan Usher agrees with that. The new Fairly Gannet, has new color purple in the instructions. Right. And I'm always up for a stream if you run out of professional modelers. All right, mate. I'll try and squeeze you in. I had to squeeze Nigel in too. So
he's obviously run out of professional modelers, Jason, because he's got me on this week.
Yeah. See, I managed to get Nigel in here, and I said in the email to you I might be able to fit you in.
Do you know what? I just knew something had to go wrong, and it did.
Oh gosh, but yes, all right. We might get mod kit stuff on too. Pontos sets are guesswork. Really need experience. Yes, you do. Any Pontos or MK kits, that's not for beginners at all. No.
No, you need to. You really need to know what you're doing and when to fit the photo etch and.
Yeah, and how to bend it. That's another thing with photo etch too, is how much detail they go into telling you how to bend stuff, because you can't make mistakes there. In some of these thin bits of photo etch, you bend it the wrong way once, sometimes you don't get a second chance without it breaking. So that's where experience comes in to help you with the instructions.
Generally the rule of thumb with that is if it's got a line on it, and the bend is over 90 degrees, bend it away. Bend it away from the line, because you can't go. You can't. If you've got a piece of photo etch like this and the line is here, it'll snap if you try and fold it over. You have to go that way.
Yeah, that confuses me.
People like Edward have that in mind, but some of these newer Chinese companies, oh god, and the brass they use is like bloody Kendall mint cake.
Yeah. And the other problem I had with, I think it was the Queen Mary that I built, some of those sheets were steel. They weren't like...
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah, and try bending those. Oh my God, you can't even anneal that stuff.
You can.
Yeah? I'm
sure
you can,
yeah. Just don't quench it.
Okay.
But the beauty of the stainless steel is, it's like with your Yamato, when you did the tracks for the aircraft on the flight deck, they're all brass in the kit, aren't they? And they're very difficult to keep dead straight.
Yeah.
Whereas the aftermarket ones are stainless steel, and it's easy to keep it straight because it doesn't bend.
Yeah.
You get a piece of brass and do that, and it bends, doesn't it? Stainless steel just springs back.
Yeah. Yeah. The stainless steel is fine for flat things you don't have to bend.
Yes.
Brilliant. And I'm not sure what's in here, whether actually I see the picture there. That looks like steel.
Yeah.
Sprue there. So hopefully they'll all be just like the plates on the stairs and flat pieces. But
I,
yeah,
I'm hoping that every single one has 47 folds in it.
yeah, yeah, great.
You can. I did a video on it, Peter. I don't know if it was in another video, but I actually tried to anneal some stainless steel photo etch, and it did make it softer.
Okay, all right. I had trouble with it, I remember. And I also have I put it away. I cleaned up my bench, by the way. It's like, how often, like, what sort of mess do you create building a model? I need to ask people in chat that, like, seriously, I don't even have room. Where do you put your instructions to work off? Like, I try and keep them right there beside me because you're always referring to them. I've tried putting them up in front, but then I mark off what I've done as well all the way through. So I'm continuously moving it and making a mess. But I have one of those Master Tools photo etch benders, just the small one. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, I bought it off eBay, so I don't know how original it is. But even when it's tightened up, it's slightly off by 0.5 millimeter. So you've got to make that allowance when you're trying to bend a piece to have it off, and there's a bit of a groove that it sits into. Yeah, it cost me a lot of money, and I didn't bother sending it back. I should have. Oh well. Chat's going crazy. What's this? Metro Hobbies in Australia pre-ordered the Gantt yesterday. Okay, should have it by Christmas. Oh, good, Paul. Yeah, excellent. Bandai instructions are amazing.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I've done a couple of Bandai. They're
Yeah.
pretty good. Tricky when you do them for the first time, trying to push things together and their odd angles. How's that going to go in there? But they do.
You have to learn Japanese as well.
Yeah, yeah. No problems there. Mini art, good at replacing and missing and broken parts. It was funny. You remember? I think Nigel, you remember that Scharnhorst 1700 I did where they had the wrong part in there for me.
Yeah, that was a Flyhawk, wasn't it?
Flyhawk, yeah. And I went through B&A Models in Australia where I bought the kit. So I went back and emailed them to get the part saying, because Flyhawk was not replying to me at all. And it was an essential part. It was part of the bridge. You can't just leave this piece out.
I remember, yeah.
So I ended up, after backwards and forwards with them, they said, oh, no problem, we'll send you the part. I thought, oh, thank God. It took a couple of weeks, but they sent me the part. I thought, great. So there it was. I had the correct part. And I noticed about 3 or 4 months later, they listed their kit on their website as a part missing, but they were selling it as a damaged stock. And I thought, you're going to sell the kit that I've just built. It's going to have, the person going to have the same problem with me, because you can't just take a part out and then try and sell the kit. So, I thought they would have taken the part out, then returned the kit and got it replaced from Flyhawk. I don't know how that works.
They get a credit. The shop gets a credit from the rep, and then they just have to bin the kit. I used to get given kits with missing parts from a certain shop. But they get a credit from the rep, and then they sell the kit on. That's what they get for it.
Yeah. Darren's saying, be careful when you fit the roof to the bus. There are alignments, so keep dry fitting. Yes. I'm watching, is it E-Models on YouTube? About a few years ago, he built the bus. I've been watching some of his videos, and there are ways of fixing that misalignment, so it's okay. I'm aware of that.
I'll look out for the build I've seen, Pete, and I'll send you a link. There's a guy that's built it on YouTube. Wow, he's put figures in it and everything. It's beautiful.
Yeah, oh, fantastic. Yeah, I'd like to put figures in it too, actually. Yeah, I know one guy made up little things like little magazines and newspapers he left on the seats and umbrellas and things. And very good. Magnetic board on the wall in front of me for the instructions. That's good, yeah. That's brilliant. All right, well, we're going to have to wind it up. We're heading up to, been on for 2 hours. Wow.
I haven't.
You haven't. 85 likes, someone's saying. James is saying. 75 watching, really? 78 watching.
78 watching.
Oh my gosh.
And
I don't want to go, but I don't know. How are you for time there, Nigel? Are you in a rush?
Sorry?
Are you in a hurry to get away? Are we okay? All right.
I would like to be away within the next hour.
Oh, definitely. We'll go a bit longer because everybody seems keen. The old Sterling wooden ship model kits had instruction sheets that were about 3 by 5 feet in size. Wow. Oh. Yeah, it's funny when you start a model and you lay everything out, you put your instructions there, and you're really careful. You don't want to crease the pages. By the end of the build, it's like you don't give a shit anymore, eh? It's like you
right.
Stuff everywhere. Oh my God. I almost had pages falling out of my anatomy of a ship. I was opening and referring to it so much. Oh. So who does the best instructions, but parts are full of flash?
That was going to be another question I was going to ask. What's your kit that had amazing instructions, but the kit was absolute junk?
Yeah, that's the one I haven't started yet. It's that the Apollo Saturn V from Airfix. I bought that. I was really excited when I bought this, and then I opened up and looked at it, and seriously, there's flash on that bigger than the parts.
Yeah.
I'm really worried. I put it back in the box. I'm going, nah, I can't. I'm going to wait a while till I'm going to try and do this.
You can sell it, Peter. It's worth a fortune.
Yeah, maybe.
Get the Revell one instead.
Yeah, I was worried about all that louvered section on there too, trying to paint. But yeah, the rockets and the engines underneath were just full of flash. It was, yeah.
I did a video build of the Revell one, and Airfix have done the same. It's like when they go together, because they didn't have slide mold, and they sort of, the parts are like that rather than like that.
Yeah, right.
You see, they come around and you end up with this sort of beak where the parts join together, and I actually sanded it away and then re-scribed all the lines in.
I know it's not instructions, it's more sprues, but I hate it when they put the connection points in bad spots on the parts.
Oh, tell me about it.
There's so many times when it seems to me that could have been avoided. You know, even on this, one of the connection points was right. This is 2 pieces that joins down the center of here.
Yeah.
And one of the connection points was right in the middle there. And it's like, really? And it just needs so much cleanup. And you have to be so precise. I ended up having to fill and sand. And I mean, your average young fella that buys this kit to build isn't going to go to the trouble of doing that. You know, I mean, yeah, it's just so much work. They've got to really be sorting that out.
Well, my biggest bugbear ever was the 1/32 scale ME109G from Revell. Great kit, cheap, got a few bits and pieces, but there's all the aftermarket for it. And they gave you, on the right hand side of the pilot, you've got a fuel line that comes out, comes up, comes across, and it's got a bowl in it or a glass piece, so the pilot can see the fuel flowing, okay, which is clear. And then it goes along, goes down, and it goes into the engine bay. And Revell molded that part clear. You think, brilliant. They made the whole part clear. So you've got this clear glass tube next to the pipe that you can look at. Now, the pipe is all painted, I can't remember if it's blue or yellow for fuel. I think it's yellow for fuel on a German World War II aircraft. And then you've got the Jubilee clips and the rubber clips and all that. So the whole thing is painted other than the clear bit, which is actually the sight bowl. Where do you think they put the sprue connector? On the sight.
Really, right on the clear.
This piece is like 3 inches long, and you've got this little sight bowl, which is like 1/4 of an inch long, if that, and that's where they put the sprue connector. On the one bit they shouldn't put it.
Jeez.
And he's off.
And Dan's off.
Dan's off as well.
Yeah, mate. What's this? Jay saying it's down for 10 minutes to get to 9 p.m. and more watching. Okay. Yeah. Only a few minutes off 9 p.m. for you guys. Yeah. Stephen Payne's there. Hello, mate. I didn't say hello to you earlier.
Hello, Stephen.
Haven't seen Ron hasn't popped in. Ron usually pops in, Mr. Ron in Winnipeg.
Probably thinks you started at 9.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. They never let me live that one down. Oh well. I wasn't late for work. I know that. It was good. Oh. Old Tamiya A10 for me is a horrible kit for Tim. Yeah. What's this, Peter? I used to mount them on a piece of plywood as all the drawings were full size to the kit, especially the rigging instruction. Yeah. And someone mentioned earlier, a lot of times you can download them off Scalemates and have them on your screen and see your instructions well. That's the other thing too is, the view. I like to have a nice up view, and a lot of times when those instructions you can get online, you can zoom in closer and get a better look at where they want you to fit it better than what it looks like on the paper. That helps a lot too.
Yeah, I like companies that make up, like Pontos, they'll update their downloadable instructions so that everything you get is the latest.
Yeah. God, chat is gone. I thought I was caught up with chat, and then it's like, wow. Yeah. Yeah. It's like when I did a few 1/700 scale ships, and then ever since then, now I have to wear glasses.
Yeah.
To read instructions or anything now. That just messed up my eyesight. Even the sprues, I'll label them. I'll cut some tape out and tape it on there and write D to help me from a distance go, right, find the sprue I'm looking for. Makes things a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've got that 700th Enterprise here, Peter. Maybe I should send you that to build.
No. Well, that's a good size 1/700 though. That's a pretty big ship. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did the 1/700 Yamato. That was really nice. Paul has that now. Paul has all my models.
Does he?
Yeah, I gave them all to him. Everything. I can't keep my models here. I'm moving to Thailand next year. I can't take any of this. I can't take any of this with me.
Right.
It's hard building a model because in the back of my mind, I know that I'm not going to be able to keep these. So, anyway, in Thailand, it'll be all right. I'm going to give them away. I'll give them to cafes and restaurants and let them put them on the walls and do something. Yeah. Thunder models from Thunder Models, Scamel Pioneer. Never seen so much flash on a model. Yeah.
You must have got a bad one there, mate.
Airfix. I think it was an Airfix Vintage Classic Black Widow, more flash than parts.
Yeah.
What's this?
Poor building. Poor Shepherd building. Oh, is that Mosquito? He's like literally cutting the parts out of the flash on the sprues, which is absolutely plastered in flash.
Daryl's got a good point there with the connection points on chrome parts. See, you can't sand chrome parts to fix them, and then you take off the chrome. So you've got to re-chrome the parts. That's ridiculous. They're chrome on the sprue, so you can just put them on the model for anyone, and yet there you are sanding, and that's just ridiculous.
I've been playing with chrome.
Right. Oh yeah. Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to scoot down. Sprue connections on clear part. We're not on the frame. Yeah. But even cleaning, I have trouble just cleaning up connection points on clear parts. You've got to be so careful. Yeah. Because you go along there with your knife to get it smooth first, but you don't want to dig too deep. You got to make sure it's okay, and then come along with something really fine. Because could you imagine all the windows on this? Like, wow. I hope they're all connected on the sprue in decent spots. I've
Did you buy
heard
that new, Peter, or was it second hand?
brand new. Yeah, yeah. And I saved $150 almost. I found it
Nice.
in a shop online here. Um, I think they mispriced it. I rang them and I said, "You sure that's for the platinum edition, that price?" And he went and checked and he goes, "Oh, the boss isn't here at the moment, but for what we paid for it, it should be more than that." And I checked, the other sites were over $100 more. And he said, "Well, I'm going to buy it because that's what you got it advertised as." So he said, "Okay." He said, "I might buy one too." So straight in my cart, and then boom, I bought it. So yeah, got a good deal there.
Nice. Nice.
Um,
Yeah, if you have any problems, Revell aftermarket service is
yeah,
the best I've ever experienced by far. And that's not just model companies, that's anyone. They are absolutely incredible.
right. Look, Hans just gone and bought the London bus. You just bought the kit, did you? Just
Nice
ordered
one.
it in Germany, €67. All right, so let me just check. You sure? €67. Oh, that's,
67 euros, that's about 400 Aussie dollars, isn't it?
what's €67 in Aussie dollars?
About 700.
€67 equals 110 Australian dollars.
$110 Australian. Really? I got ripped off. I paid 220 Australian, and I thought I was getting a bargain. Make sure it's the platinum edition, all right? Be careful, because I have seen some websites, particularly eBay, not listing that platinum edition for around that price. But yeah, oh, good on you, mate. Good.
Platinum edition on scale, mates. €66.
Yeah.
$354 from BNA.
Yes. They were.
£160. Yeah, they've got it listed as €66 at Ars Technica. They've got that wrong.
They got that wrong, eh? Yeah. Plus, I'd have
hang on.
postage. I got free postage on that.
They've got it at 58% off, €66.
Well, there you go. You can get that. That's a bargain. Just check the postage, though. You know what Royal Mail's like? Well, that's not Royal Mail, is it? Nigel's rants on Royal Mail lately.
Sure, tell me about it. Let's see if they deliver to the UK. They probably don't deliver to the UK. Nope, they don't.
They don't. Oh, that sucks.
No,
That's
England, Great Britain, Great Britain. No, they don't deliver. A lot of these companies in Germany don't bother with the UK anymore because of Brexit. Yeah, €66 if you're in Germany.
Wow, bargain. Well, there you go. Well, there's someone who'll be following along on my build on that, I'm sure. Hey. But yeah, I saved myself. Well, I saved myself over $100, so that was good.
Mm-hmm.
And that included postage, and it came to me within 2 days. So
Yeah.
Our mail system's not too bad here.
I see Steve L is in the chat. Steve, I sent your parcel to you today, mate, with your nose gear and everything all done. So hopefully you're happy with it.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I went and picked that up yesterday, and I don't have a car. I just ride a motorbike. I got a Suzuki V-Strom 1000.
You get that back?
Wow. I didn't realize how big the box was. So I just managed to strap it on the back and lean against it as I rode home. I remember the, was it Yamato? I had to get that sent to my warehouse where I work, and borrowed one of the trucks I drive to bring it home to the box. And I think it was the Kitty Hawk back then. I had to go to the post office, pick it up, called an Uber, put it in
Yeah.
his car, and followed it back to my house because I couldn't carry it on the bike. Oh my gosh. And someone's found it for $86. Alan has on Amazon. Yeah. Don't get VAT. And don't get VAT or import duties and postage. All right. There's actually a YouTube channel of a guy. It's actually, where is he? Oh, I have to go check it. History. Where's my history? I looked at his video the other day. The bus. Oh, the other guy who built this bus was Fester's 67's workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah, he built the bus a few years back, I think, or I'm not sure, but yeah, he did a good job. Pete and his bus. If you're interested in building this, there's a YouTube channel called Pete and his bus. He's not a modeler. He just does buses. Like, he restores these buses. And he goes out, finds them in wrecking yards, and gets them out, and he rebuilds them and restores the buses. They're fascinating, and for reference, brilliant.
Mm-hmm. I've just ordered it for a future sale on YouTube. It was on the Amazon. It was $76.99.
Stephen Haynes there. Hey, Steve. Hey, welcome, mate.
Hello, Stephen. How are you?
You've just ordered, did you?
Yeah.
So when do you think you'll get that by? How's?
It's coming by October the 10th.
Oh, okay. Really good. And
I've got one already, but it's not the premium edition. But I do this. I buy these Revell kits, the premium edition, and just stick them to one side. That kit in a year's time will be worth £150, I expect.
Yeah. I did have a look. I think on Scalemakes they listed some aftermarket stuff before they bought out this one last year with photo etch, and you could buy photo etch for some of the vents inside under the windows and a few other.
Oh, right.
I think there was a wooden floor deck you could put in, and other parts. So we'll see. Like I said, I haven't even opened the box yet. I'll do that video this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And someone's saying the VS 1000 is a good bike. It is a good bike. It's for sale if anyone's interested. It comes with a tow bar and a trailer, because I travelled around Australia on it and had it all set up. My other bike is like that little red one up there, Kawasaki Ninja. It's only a 250. It gets me to work and back. In fact, I need to put petrol in it. I haven't put petrol in it for, almost 2 months. It's just unbelievable. I don't ride far to work, but yeah, cheap transport.
My Passat, the last time I put diesel in that was the morning that Putin invaded Ukraine.
Oh, right.
24th of February 2022. And today the light came on.
Oh gosh, my Ninja, the gauge doesn't work. Well, it's not very accurate. It works when it wants to. So I basically just go by the kilometers. I know I'll get 250 kilometers out of the tank.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's only 6 kilometers to work and back. So yeah, it takes a while.
Mm-hmm.
I actually built.
There's a Haynes book you could get. There's a Haynes book called the Route Master Bus.
Oh, okay.
That's actually a really good reference for it.
Right. Okay, I might look at that. That'd be interesting. Yeah. Trouble is, I want to start the model now. I can't wait 2 or 3 weeks for the book to come. What's this one? Daryl asks, has anyone done the 1-200 Titanic monster? Maybe got talked about earlier. I was here late. Titanic. That's one of my
said about it, the better.
Yeah. I ain't got the space for that. I got barely enough space for the Yamato sitting over there under my TV. Cost me $400 to move my TV and mount it on the wall. It's just so I could fit the ship underneath it. Crazy. Oh my God, chat is gone crazy. I can't keep up. I'm gonna have to.
Stephen got to meet Jess in person today.
Oh really?
Yeah. Wow. And his daughter. They both met Jess in person.
Oh, excellent. God, I'm trying to see.
Tron's off. Good night, Tron.
Tron's gone. See you, buddy. Good evening. Who's this? Mark Oldreeve. Yeah, good evening, guys.
Hello, Mark.
Just, he's bad for my wallet. I sold a few things, including one off Jaguar engine cover. Moved to the armor side. Picked up Andy's hobby. I bought the Sherman.
Hope you enjoy it, mate.
Oh gosh, excellent. And Riley's saying, yes, the Tiffany's like a cockroach of bikes, so it survives the apocalypse. You're right, eh? And it's one of those bikes that you've got to rev the hell out of to ride it properly, but then that attracts attention from the noise it makes. It's a high revving bike, yeah. So I've got to be careful. There's like police radar down the road almost twice a week. I leave for work at 3:30 in the morning, and they're sitting there in their little vans, asleep probably, catching people at that time of the morning, which is a high risk area, I'm sure.
I'm sure there's loads of kids about and everything.
Yeah, oh, for sure, yeah. They got me once last year. So.
Bastard.
Now I ride a different way to work, because since I hit that cat, I don't go that way anymore, because I'm expecting the rest of the neighborhood cats are going to come out and gang up on me. So now I ride a different way to work.
What have we got in common, Peter? Cats.
Yes. And that's a shame, because I painted that Ninja red because that's what color my bike was, but that was the one that I crashed. And that crash is off to the wreckers now, that bike, and I ended up buying a new one, almost the same. It's only a year later model, but it's green. I got a green one. So now I need to buy another Ninja model and paint it green. Oh my gosh, look at this. Who we got? What's this? Yeah. We both like cats. Oh, we love cats. Yeah.
Oh, I love cats. Yeah. Love cats.
Unfortunately, to the cat lovers out there, the cat I hit did not survive. But it was stupid. It ran right in front of me, not just across the front of me. It stopped in front of me. I can still right now see it looking at me with its collar and bell. So, yeah, right in front of me, hey. And I did all I could do was just hit the brakes, turn, but the front wheel just went down, and down I went and slid. So
for the cat that was out there with my accident, I didn't even touch the cat. The cat survived.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well, I survived. We got scars. The scars are healed up quite well, actually. So. Yeah.
You saw me, my face was a bloody mess, wasn't it? Even more than it is normally.
Yeah, I remember your sticker. Oh, the sticker. Wow. So how are we going there? Oh, 95 thumbs up. Unbelievable.
Brilliant. Let's get it to 100, guys.
We get to 100 and we'll leave you. We'll get out of your hair then. Hey, we'll we'll rack off. Best color for the Ninja is the green. You think so? I like the red. I like your, yes, there we go. He's got his green Ninja there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is it a Kawasaki?
Yeah.
Then why is it anything other than green?
Yeah.
Green is the only color for a cat quacker.
You would think so, yeah. I just like the red because it went faster. The green one's not as fast. But that's a good thing for me. I've got to slow down. I was stupid too. I wasn't wearing all my safety gear because it's a 7-minute ride to work. At that time of the morning, I couldn't be bothered. I just had my tracksuit pants on, and yeah, that's why I got so cut up by the gravel. Anyway, fortunately, I was going slow. Someone says 102, boldly go.
103 now. Yep.
It's gone up. Good on yous. Thank you, everybody. That's brilliant. I'm overwhelmed. I'm in shock. Later, I'll go have a look and see if I earned any more subscribers out of this. Look at that, 103, 70 watching. Fantastic. And so many new faces there. Yamaha.
Peter,
Wow. Okay.
did my new video make you want to go and buy a 1/200th Scharnhorst?
1/200 Scharnhorst. Man, I struggled with the 1/700. There's a lot in that build, eh?
Well, if you want to do the 1/200th, I'll send you the conversion for free.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Okay.
I don't. No, I can't take this. This is my big project, the bus. That's it for now. Like, you know, August next year is my I'm off overseas. So I'd like to build all the kits I have between now and then and resist buying any others. Like I said, I can't take them with me. And the channel will get off to the Thai modeling when I'm in Thailand. And that's it. I'll be retired then. And that'll be my life will be modeling and eating good food and living a good life in a fantastic climate. You know, can't wait. Yes, unless Jason has his way. Jason, Outlaw Paints is putting the pressure on me to give him a hand up there in Queensland and do some work with him. So we'll see. That's all up in the air at the moment. We'll see what happens.
Instead of going to Thailand.
Yeah, delay Thailand for a year.
Yeah.
A year or so. So we'll see. Excuse me. When I was over there earlier this year, I have a Thai girlfriend I've had for 10 years now, and unfortunately on that visit we split up. We broke up. So all for the good. It was okay. Everything's all fine. But now the urgency of going over there and is not as high. I still want to. I hate here, but so we'll see what happens. I do want to go over there, but yeah.
Yes, Steve and I will be doing the conversion for the Scharnhorst. I've been making it today. I've made 3 sets today.
Oh, look at this chat. I can't. Wow. What's that?
It's brilliant.
Pronounce that. Yeah. What is that? The build the what? I know it, but I just can't pronounce it.
Nice now.
Nice now.
You can buy the Nice now as a kit, which I think is probably exactly the same. Jason will know, but the bloody cheek of Trumpeter is not only do they get the wrong shape on the bow, they use the Nice now hull in the Scharnhorst kit, which has got the wrong shape. So they bloody did it knowingly this time.
Wow.
The best hull that Trumpeter have ever produced is Yamato. Sorry, Yamato.
Yeah, Yamato.
Hi, Charlie.
Dominic's going. Okay, mate. Paul Price. I've cleared out the garage, Pete. Yeah.
He's ready for you.
He came over here in his Colorado Ute 1-tonner, and we took everything. I'm on the 4th level from ground level. I'm on the top level in this apartment. And he brought up a big box, and we stacked all the models we could into that, and all the display cases as well. The Kitty Hawk, the whole lot, Queen Mary, and stacked it all in the back. And I said, man, drive around those roundabouts slowly and watch the speed humps. And he managed to take them all home, and he's going to look after them for me. It's like they're all watching my children go off to an orphanage. Oh, fantastic. Stephen Payne saying, Nigel, will you be offering the conversion set for Scharnhorst? Have you considered the Queen Mary 2 like Pete and Jason? I don't think Nigel has time to be building any 200 scale ships, really. No? Gosh, I can only build one at a time. In my case, I can't have 2 going at once. I just can't.
I've got 5
Both of
going at the moment. It's too much. It's
Oh,
I've not
see,
done a lot today, but I've had a really good day, and I'm going to tell everybody about it before we go.
see, Jason has no problems having about half a dozen going at once.
He's got more than half a dozen, hasn't he?
Yeah, and how do you do it? Like, you must just keep it all in a box and then bring it all out, put it all back up on it. I try
That's
to
what
be,
makes me, because everything he does is on the kitchen table, so it's all got to be put away.
yeah,
You know, I'm sat in this room, I could just leave the shit everywhere. You know, it's
that's right. I work off the dining table that I've never eaten off. Yeah, the dining table's it. What else we got? Session video, look forward to the rest. Interesting. Bismarck anchor, yeah.
yeah. The Bismarck is coming. I haven't. I've done a minor start on it, but I'm perfecting the Charnos one first, and I'm going to do a video on how to fit that one. Then I'll do the Bismarck.
What's Daryl asking? Do you find weathering of large models easier or harder than smaller?
Harder.
It's harder because you can see more of it, pretty much. You can see the detail of the weathering. That's why you got to get the scale of your weathering correct to the scale of what you're weathering. You know.
Yes.
Particularly with ships, weathering a 1/700 scale is easy. It's really easy. Just cover it in panel line wash and wipe off the excess just to bring out that detail. But if you're doing a 1/350 scale, you got to do your streaks in there for all the sides of the stuff, your hull, your watermarks. It's all going to be visually seen. And then your Mato, my God, that hull, doing the weathering on that, you go as far as you want, you know, but I didn't go too far. Like, I can do a bit of rust coming down where water might come down the side of the hull, but of course rust don't go beyond the water line. You don't get rust underneath the water line. I see a lot of modelers rusting the hull over the hull red. Thinking, so yeah, it's hard doing bigger models. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna weather the bus. This ain't gonna be a brand new shiny bus straight out of the factory. It's gonna have a bit of weathering in it, yeah, for sure. We got Bilge Rats here. Hello, mate.
Hello, Alex.
Yes, you've got my Arizona pull sent to you. Bilge has just spent 2 weeks, is it? Maybe a bit longer, over in the Philippines. And he got back yesterday. So very nice. Great holiday. Good on you, mate. Did you bring that Suzuki back? That motorbike you showed me for me. You wouldn't believe what happened. I'll just quickly say this. Bilge was at the airport waiting for his flight. I think it might have been in Manila. And he's waiting with his girlfriend to say goodbye. And I'm sending him a text message. So as a joke, I sent him a picture of an airplane with flat tire. You know, they're looking. It's just a joke, but they're looking out the window and the tire explodes on the thing. And you wouldn't believe it, when his plane got delayed and when it took off or it landed, ended up with a flat tire. And he sent me a photo of the staff out there, the ground crew, working around this flat tire. I jinxed him. I'm thinking, good, because I'm glad I didn't send the first picture I was going to send him, which was the plane crash. Oh, God. What's this, Jason? Do you ever get close up? Get a close up of your fancy modeling bench storage unit. Yes, he did actually do a video of his whole put together of that when he got that. So yeah. So anyway, you were saying you're going to have some news to mention, Nigel.
Yes.
We're going to finish up pretty soon.
Unfortunately, Jess has got a little problem near her bottom, and she's got some infected skin, which I've got to keep cleaning. It'll be fine. So she went to the vets today, and she saw the original vet that operated on her, that dealt with her cancer operation. And I said, while she's here, can you give it a once over? So he checked up her nose, he checked in her eyes, checked in her mouth, checked her heart, checked her breathing, everything. I said, can you see how she's progressing with the cancer growth and everything? And basically he said, if I didn't know that she had cancer, I wouldn't know now.
Oh,
She
wow.
doesn't appear to have any signs of ill health whatsoever. So he said, it's quite a miracle, really. She seems absolutely fine. So
You did
obviously
mention
got
she
cancer. It
was,
doesn't go away, but
yeah.
it seems to be in remission or something. I don't know. So I'm absolutely and utterly over the moon. I came
Wow.
back from the vets and took her over the pub and we had a couple of beers. So yeah, I was absolutely and totally made up.
That's
Absolutely
great.
brilliant news. I'm totally and utterly made up. Yeah. So yeah, you guys, thank you very, very much. I was almost in tears when he was telling me.
Wow.
And he said, the vet said, I can't believe what I'm seeing. He's the guy that operated on her and took the cancer out, and he said it's not come back. He's the guy that rang me up and said it's going to come back in 6 months. That was 7 months ago. So
the dog's fine, 100%.
oh, she's not fine. She's got cancer. It's just that it
hasn't spread.
Someone's looking over her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's good.
He put his hand under her belly, and I could see him squeezing and this and the other. And he said, I can't believe this. My fingers are touching together. And he had his fingers wrapped around her bladder. Now, her bladder at this point should be full of cancer growth. But he actually could get his fingers. It's not swollen at all. So he said, it's unbelievable. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, well,
so,
excellent.
Yeah. Take each bloody day as it comes, mate. It's awesome. Yeah. I'm almost in tears. It's absolutely amazing.
Wow. Now, how old is Jeff? Yeah. That's good. That. Oh, everybody agrees, of course.
Yeah, yeah. It just means I wasted the summer spending all my time with her. I could have just been out doing stuff on the Mustang and the Land Rover and stuff, but hey.
Well, I'm sure Jess has appreciated the attention.
Yeah. I mean, Stephen and his daughter saw me straight after the news, and he'll probably tell you I was a bit of a mess, really. I was a bit speechless. I didn't really know what to say. So, yeah, absolutely mental.
Fantastic. Oh, good news. That's good news. Hey. All right. Well, okay. Well, we'll leave things on a happy note like that. And,
yeah. Thank you.
We'll bring this to an end. And thank you very, very much, Nigel, for coming on.
Sorry I was late, mate.
That's okay. We'll apology accepted. Oh, I'll get my times figured out properly. An hour behind you are now. Right. Yes.
Yeah, so everybody that's watching this now.
7 o'clock next week.
It's 7 o'clock, not 9 o'clock.
Yes.
So when Peter tells you his clocks are changing in the winter, our winter, it goes back, not forward. I should have checked. I'm sorry, I should have checked.
That's all good. All right, guys. Well, thank you, everybody in chat, for showing up. So many new faces, so many of yous. I mean, the whole gang's there. I can't think of anyone that I don't know that didn't show up in chat. Brilliant. So I'll give you all a chance to say goodbye to each other.
Yep, brilliant. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Everyone's saying great show to us both. Thank you. It's Pete's show, not mine.
Yeah, no, it was really good. I'm lost for words. Unbelievable. Great. Yes, and we'll try and catch up with Jason if I get the times right. Maybe we'll get him on next week or the following week. I'm just looking at, actually next week's okay. The following week is when I won't be streaming, but Nigel will probably be doing a stream on them.
You give me a shout when you can't do it, and I'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So there will be somebody on. That's good. Yeah.
And I was just going to say, what you ought to do, Peter, is look at perhaps having more than one in.
Well, that's true too. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, that could be easy, because then I can have two people talking amongst themselves while I'm keeping up with the chat. Or we could just have our how about we get Jeff in as our live moderator? I need to find another moderator. There's job applications going out next week for an extra moderator. but we've been well. We've had no problems in chat. Everybody's been good. No unwanted visitors, so it's great. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody. And I will see you all next week, and we'll see who we can get on the show next week as well. Thank you all. Thank you for Nigel coming on.
You're welcome.
Great discussion. We talked
Thank
about
you
a
for
bit of
having me.
everything.
It's been a pleasure.
Great tips for Jeff. For Jess. Good news.
Yeah.
That's great. And all right, I'll find my outro to play, my little jingle that we all love. And I'll see you all next week and on the next live stream. Okay.
Thanks very much.
It is.
See you
All
next
right.
time.
Bye.